He's just wonderful like I'm an idiot.
Well, watch the video.
That's great. Not, I mean, for you, but not for me. I still look like the fucking baboon. I don't know why I keep saying look and just don't say act.
Oh,
I'm in denial.
no.
That's a real one.
Yeah. It's a good record, though.
Oh, yeah, it's a great album.
That last song, they were.
Yeah, that last song rocked.
Well, it kind of reminded me of the David Bowie's "Width of a Circle."
Oh.
Because it starts out and it goes past and
yes,
it goes down. And
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't last. I think it was last Monday night, or anyways. But I broke out the David Bowie live.
Did you really?
Yeah. The
Which one?
the CD.
Ooh.
And then he did the Width of a Circle. It wasn't it was after Mick Ronson.
Oh.
After they broke up.
What was that band Dead went to go see a couple years ago, and it's an affiliate of Mick Ronson.
Oh wow.
Remember I told you? I'm trying to remember. I
Yeah.
told you, you were like, yeah, you knew they were.
Yeah.
That's weird. Dad knows all the. I mean, but you're talking about how it reminds you of that song where it breaks up and stuff.
Yep.
Man, back then, there was only a select few people who had that mindset.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what's weird is a lot of it is guitarists.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows, Jimmy Page, even though everybody contributed, he was the number one in music. Like he was a Leon Russell. That's why I always said that what's his name? The British dude. Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker. That's why Joe Cocker, when he goes on, when he went on tour, and especially in the 70s, he brought Leon Russell, and he's the band leader because he was your editor, your director. Like he knew what sounded good, and he was good. Yeah, and Bobby Keys.
Yeah.
I mean, you just. By the way, John was there, one of the vendors at work the other day, and we had to look up. We were looking up the original band members of the Stones, and I was telling him about Bobby Keys blowing a horn with him, and he's like, "Who?" And he couldn't figure out who I was talking about. I'm like, look it up. So John just whips his iPhone out. You know how they got a better phone than whatever.
Yeah, well, Bobby Keys, he played on.
Yeah, he played everything basically.
Well, with the Rolling Stones, the Sticky Fingers records. I think on the other, Let It Bleed.
And here's the crazy thing about him. It wasn't just with one band. Like he was your rock star session musician.
Yep.
And I'm not calling him a session musician in a degrading way or saying that that's a degrading thing. I'm just saying
he was a saxophonist.
He was a sax. Yeah, sure. Have gun will travel. He had it, man. Have horn will travel, because he was that damn good.
Oh,
man. You know, and that's what I'm trying to say about some of these bands from the '90s. Yeah. It takes a lot to integrate a band.
Yeah.
That only happened with Wings. The earliest I can remember a group like combining would be like, or an artist going solo and doing well.
Right.
Of course, I mean there was a lot of people that did it from the '70s, but it's a rare thing. Phil Collins, you know what I'm saying, like different people. Joe Walsh. I mean, I know there's a large list from the '70s, but there's only a few lists from like '80s, '90s, 2000s. That's because.
I know, but what I want to know.
I'll tell you why though.
No, I think it was fucking. When that one guy, his name Meisner, left the Eagles, how did they pick up Joe Walsh?
I don't know.
Man.
How did they pick up Joe Walsh?
Well, Joe Walsh, he started with the James Gang.
Oh.
And the James Gang live is
let me tell you something.
Then,
one of the most underrated, everybody talks about Jimi Hendrix, and yes, they are good. Stevie Ray Vaughan, they are great. B.B. King, yes, they're like phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you gotta throw Joe Walsh in there. This is a guy. Listen to me. Everybody's go-to, whatever. Even if your favorite weed was cocaine, everybody knows Life in the Fast Lane. Because that was a warm-up riff that he was doing that somebody heard and was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Oh, that's how I warm up." That's how he created it. They're like, "Let's make a song about that."
But the thing is, when Joe Walsh left the James Gang, it was with Barnstormer. Rocky Mountain Way.
Yes.
He was the first one before Frampton
did the
talk box.
Yes. Okay. Which, by the way, Frampton Come Alive, you cannot deny it. He would have made more, but his health bothered him, I heard.
Yeah.
Not to mention he was horrible drunk.
Oh.
I mean, so was James Taylor. So
Oh.
a lot of people don't realize, you know, gone to Carolina in my mind, yeah, but he was drunk as hell. Listen to me, James Taylor and Frampton were on the Jersey Turnpike, and they pulled up to a to a pay toll, right?
Right, yeah, toll road.
Yeah, toll booth.
Yeah,
and,
toll
and
booth.
and the toll worker's like, who's in there? And they're like, they tell him James Taylor, you know, and they're like the limousine driver, he's clowning out, you know,
Yeah.
just James Taylor and Frampton. And he's like, oh my God. So he's like, can I please get an autograph from James Taylor? James hears it, drunk as fuck. Peter Frampton tells this story, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
He said he looked over.
Yeah.
And James was like, man, I'll give him a fucking, hell yeah. So, so you know what it said?
What's that?
It said, fuck you, from James Taylor.
Oh,
And they
better
drive
than
off.
nothing.
He got an autograph and
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
letter. You know what I'm saying? He got a quick note. There you go. He was just like that, though. He wasn't an asshole. He just thought it was funny.
Oh,
Do you know
of
why he was sitting in a rocking chair from the BBC first thing he did, which is amazing? Amazing. To the Austin City Limits. You know why?
Right,
Because he
why?
was so drunk.
Oh, yeah.
He had to sit in a chair or a stool.
Oh,
Like that's
no.
why. He
Oh,
would
no.
tell you that.
No.
I didn't know that. Here's how dumb I was. I didn't know how bad of a drunk he really was
Right.
until a couple of years ago. I started some interviews on
Oh.
social media. You know what I'm saying? So,
Wonderful.
oh, yeah, well.
Exposing the dark side.
Well, no, he's doing an interview and he's telling people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
people want to know his life. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
We want to know the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying?
James Taylor, he was married to what, Carly
Oh, my
Simon?
God. Sexiest lips in the world. I swear to God. And I
Right.
still to this day.
Yeah.
Because they always play that song.
They
You're
made,
saying. Yeah.
There's like James Taylor,
Yeah.
Warren Oates, and somebody else.
All I know.
Warren Oates,
I know.
the actor. But, you know, it's like one lane asphalt. There's that one kid, Scott Phillips, turned me on to it.
Really?
It's because
Scott.
because no,
You talking about dumbass Scott?
yeah.
Oh my God.
It was made like 1972.
Oh wow.
The thing is, this guy, he's got a hopped up 55 Chevy.
Yeah.
With straight axle and everything.
Yeah.
The car is bitchin'.
Dude, that's gotta be power, man. The
Yeah,
torque
man.
on that fucking thing is
Yeah, man.
phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, it just
But that
jerks
was-
the side of that
Yeah.
drivetrain.
Yeah, but it
down.
was
I
James
guarantee you it
Taylor.
does.
Then I remember, reading about, he had a bad H problem.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but, and then he lost all his hair. Oh, he always had,
All right.
He always had a long
Listen to me. Speaking of hair, listen, this old slick man coming today.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
still wearing a pinky ring, you
Oh.
know, and he had pinky rings on. He had rings
Oh,
over.
oh.
He's like 78,
Yeah.
80.
Wow.
He goes and he's got on a polyester suit, wide ass tie. He looked like he just come off the set of Rockford. I'll
Oh,
tell you right
my
now. He come in and he first person he looks around, he sees,
Yeah.
he don't know whether to go to Beverly in her little skirt or go to Kelly. I
Oh,
seen
yeah.
him today, y'all.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, or because they're all pretty up front. They're pretty,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? They just really are. Even
Yeah.
if they see it, they're pretty, you know, they're not ugly. Except for, no, I'm not going to say her name.
Well,
Kelly, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Anyway,
No,
so-
no. Which is
And he walks up, he's like, hey ladies, y'all want, he's like, I'm running out of hands and fingers to hold,
Oh, God.
hold the jewelry I want to buy.
Oh.
You know, and it's all costume jewelry,
Oh, for
like
sure.
the necklace, the most, something that looks like the Hope Diamond, ain't but like
Oh,
19
yeah.
bucks, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Exactly, like, come on, yo. And so I looked over,
And
and
then-
Kelly, I saw a hairline,
Yeah.
and then I realized it's not a hairline, that's the rug.
Right, yeah.
This jet fucking blacker than my shirt I had on
Right,
today. I'm
oh,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I looked over at Kelly. I'm like, man, you touch that shit, it's gonna fall out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, something about that ain't right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he's looking over at Ashley. I'm like, oh my god, old perv.
What?
Seriously.
Then you said old Cody stopped by, huh?
Oh yeah.
Cody.
I was just texting you.
Really?
What? Don't text. Call me. Well, no. Text me. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
text me.
But,
See, now you would never know. I hate to interrupt you, but you
No.
never know. This is James' addiction.
right. No.
Perry's voice.
Yeah.
I'll just let me say this.
Right.
If you go to, it's in Germany. I forget where it was at, like Munich, somewhere around there, or maybe it's at Amsterdam. Anyway, it was a European tour less than 15 years ago
Right.
that James Addiction had gone on. Pete DeVar is with them, Flea's touring with them,
Right.
and
Right.
they go and they're in this crowded music house somewhere in Europe, right?
Right.
it's just debauchery. It's almost like Queen's. It's like Freddie Mercury's 35th birthday party in Berlin, which they said was debauchery. Went on. Seriously, like I've heard the interviews from Freddie's mouth. Yeah, it was like, I mean, sex, drug, like just whatever, free for all. You know, they're bringing a donkey in. You don't know what they're doing there with that thing. Just it's a free for all. People are like, who's got the free bass pipe? It's just, you know, you got line, whatever. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. And like, oh my God, I lost the train of thought. Oh no. So there's a video on YouTube to where Jane's Addiction is performing Jane Says. And Pete is over there, and he starts strumming it out. Well, they bring in a really, really good. Their drummer is excellent steel guitar. Right. Oh, not steel guitar, the steel drums for that song, right? Right. And he comes in, and the time is perfect. And then Pete, whatever his name is, the lead singer, he comes through, and he's got his hair up. Like buckwheat, right? He's a white guy, and he's got little ribbons pinned all the way around. He's shirtless. He's got like these tight little things on. I look over and I see Dave Navarro, and he's wearing like a man skirt, boots on. Flea don't have hardly anything on but shorts, whatever, because he's sweating like a hog because he's really working it, right? And the opening of this, I think it's in German. Right. The opening of this is like 8 minutes long. And my whole point is this. If you guys look that up on YouTube, look up the original Jane Says Live. Right. And like I said, they're in like Germany, and it's just debauchery. But here's what killed me at the end of it. The guys are like, they're so happy that they turn around, they look at each other, they're hugging each other. And all of a sudden, one of them like tries to give like, I guess like just kiss Flea on the cheek or something like that, and Flea kisses him right in the mouth, I'm like, how drunk are they? Like, they rocked out that night, dude. I think there was a lot of drug problems because this is about the same time as Dave was hooked up with Carmen Electra. Yeah, man, they were nice, dude. Oh yeah.
Who spells Carmen with a K?
My family does. That's how you spell cat.
Yeah, I thought it was Cayman.
That's an island.
You can't do much here, man.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, they fucking rock, dude. I hate we're winding down, man. This sucks. We got one more song left. But you know what we do for that. Cheers, salute. I love you guys. Love all y'all. Not really, I don't really love everybody. But most people I do. God, I remember these days, dude. The 90s days were like a blur. Fucking blur. This came out in 90? Oh my God. In 1990, I was 20. Yeah. That's the sound right there. That's typical Jane's Addiction. Yeah. This is one of my favorite songs on this album. This song here is my favorite song on the whole track.
There you go.
So 8, I love Caught Stealing, but
yeah. It's track number 8.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song, Of Course.
What?
This is called Of Course.
Right.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Yeah. What's the name of the song? Of Course.
Yeah.
I know, of course, but what's the name of it? That would be Mumbles and that's Mumbles and Baldy Lot.
Yeah. Now about this thing fucking. And you guys Trampy and Loose Strike the parking lot?
No, I haven't. I didn't see it.
That's what he's bragging about. They $30 and then.
You know how much? to do the Seashell Pet Shop. You remember how few spaces it was, right? In the 90s, you know how much me and my boss charged to go over there? I dropped down like a fucking pit crew and would stripe that place in 20 minutes. And it's $250 minimum. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So Todd got shitted big time. Todd got shitted by $220.
Yeah, we worked like 30 minutes for $30.
Yeah, man.
How about shrimp burgers and a
Yeah,
yeah. That's life for Trampy.
That last part of this song, of course.
Yeah.
His vocals are so good, man, because he's got that off-kilter voice that he can do, and it was good, man. Of course, you had Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam.
Right.
He has the same type voice.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was a lot of misrepresented talent. I mean, you know, not but like just underrated.
No, it was underrated young talent.
Yeah.
That passed.
And it was just raw. And they passed before their time.
But that's
Thank God Eddie Vedder's still alive. Dave Navarro's still alive.
Look at the history of rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes.
I mean,
but I'll have to say this, Steve. It seemed like every supergroup out of the 90s, their lead singer died. And Sublime, by the way, Sublime, lead singer's dead.
I know.
And guess how they all died?
Dude, history is repeating itself. You know, to me, you know,
It's rock and roll, man.
the day the music died
Yeah.
is when John Bonham,
Exactly.
you know,
Which is true.
compared to other generations, you know, with the Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
The Big
So,
Bopper, you know,
so let me tell you this, Steve. I've been doing some investigating. I try to be the one of the group who is astute on the modern music, right?
Right.
I'm horribly lacking because that means I listen to rap. I listen to all genre of music, right?
Right.
I have to, but I will tell you this: there is a pandemic of rap stars who die, and they either die one of two ways. Here's the oddball. Here's no. Here's the oddball thing. There is a lot of Carmen's rap stars that she knows, from Juice WRLD to others, who are dying from drug overdoses.
Oh boy.
But then you have some other people like the Amigos.
Yeah.
The guy from them, he got shot in a dice game.
Yeah.
Nipsey Russell shot. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like all these
money or drugs.
It's either money or an OD. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you had Juice WRLD saying, "Hi, I'm Perky. I love Percocet," and nobody was stepping in to intervene to help him. Prince the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like Prince was saw at CBS riding around on a bicycle, waiting on one of his guys that worked at his mansion for him to pick up his prescription because he get him like $5,000, you know, for his Percocet prescription.
Where the hell did he live at?
He lived in Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah. And by the way, they just did a purple rain type road toward where he lives because he's like. Wow. He's Memphis. He's their Elvis, like Memphis is to them.
Yeah.
Exactly, or B.B. King to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you got B.B. King or even what's the Twist? What was his name? Chubby Checker in New Orleans. He's from there too.
Sure.
Don't want to count out the rock gods. Chubby's one of them too. Man.
It's like Bruce Springsteen in New Jersey.
Same with Piano Man. What's his name?
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, New Jersey dude.
Yeah, then fucking
by far.
Then Ron Bon Jovi
Bon Jovi's in Jersey, which by the way, Kelly said she would throw her shirt off it because she just loved Bon Jovi.
Are you serious?
Oh God, they play that song. Now pray to God, you won't never leave. The other day, and I was going over going,
I know.
I said I can't stand it. That's like if I hear Air Supply All Out of Love one more time, I'm gonna fall out.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Jesus. Or Journey. So, what's that one song on Journey?
Well,
Or what was the other one? There's another one that they keep playing all the time, and all the women love it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
what was
Men,
the mill? Or the
Something.
Antique Song?
no, it's some love ballad, whatever it is.
You hear that the Antique
Oh
Song?
yes, yeah. It's just
Yeah,
insufferable.
oh man.
But they play. Listen to me. They play "Stuck in Lodi" again. For Christ's sake, I hear that song at least 6 times a week. at
Well,
work.
they did play a Creed song today.
They
But
played-
the thing was, it was interrupted by that shameless plug.
So-
it's the guy from WHIP.
Yes,
He
yeah.
cuts in, and then
Well, we're paying for it. So.
I know, but at least when the commercial ends,
You got
the
a good song.
No, the song continues where it left off.
Ooh,
at.
nice.
Again.
And that's Mike's thing.
Yeah.
Because you know Mike's going to Blackberry Smoke. By the way, you look at his arm, and he's tattooed. I only have one tattoo right here.
Right.
Mike's tattooed right here where they sign it. So he's going to Smoke concert in Nashville in a couple weeks. So,
Oh.
I've never met another guy. He's the only other guy I knew that knew about that band. I'm like, does your jacket say Blackberry Smoke?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, this is my big boss. This is the boss of the boss. Him and Marge. That's it. I say, yeah. I'm like, wow, I'm really dig where I'm working, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere would I thought that you hear Temptation, heard it through the grapevine. All the time, right?
Yeah.
But you never hear, except looking up the 11-minute, 11-second version of I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Right.
Guess who plays that? We do.
Yeah.
Stuck in Lord I Again, we do. Like,
Oh.
we played the off-kilter stuff. I like it, man.
I
I
think-
cannot believe
That's the end of the
that this is the end of
record.
the record. Steve never got to talk.
No, well,
I told you, Kelly,
Hey.
I look like a goddamn idiot.
keep
So
those cars and letters
because
coming.
he's got carpal tunnel and so does Cayman.
Oh, yeah.